Veliki pozdrav, dragi gledalci Zvezda TV. Veliko nam je zadovoljstvo da se ugostimo na našoj severnoj tribini, a kao što ste to navikli u emisiji Indirekt, imamo i posebnog gosta. Danas je i Ohi prvi put ovde na severnoj tribini, ali je doneo radost navijačima mnogo puta. Sada ćemo imati priliku da popričamo što o njegovim fudbalskim kvalitetima, ali više onim van terena i imat ćete priliku da upoznate Ohi iz nešto drugačijeg ugla danas sa nama. First of all, welcome. Have you ever been here before?
Thank you. No, I've never been up here before, so it's nice to see where the perspective of the fans. So it's a nice view.
How does it look from this side, and how do you see when you celebrate the goal? Maybe here, maybe it will come someday.
Yeah, for sure. Well, if I score on this side, I need to run over here. It's fantastic. They're always fantastic. This side especially. So we always go here after a game and thank the fans, and they sing for us and everything. So it's really nice, and I've been in love with the fans since I came here. They're fantastic.
How would you describe emotions here in Belgrade? What changed for you since you came here?
No, you know, early on I was feeling comfortable here, and with the fans, I felt like they accepted me quickly, and I loved them early on, and I've never experienced like love from supporters like this before, and like the energy they bring to the game for us, it makes us also want to give back and want to fight for them. And you see, when I came here, we were 5 points behind Partizan, and the fans, they help us to now be 2 points ahead and 2 games left, and we have the possibility to be champions. It's all in our hands, and a lot of that is also because of the fans. So it's been fantastic.
You've been here for 5 months now. How much did you change during this time? We can see you changed your hair, but what else changed for you?
No, I haven't changed too much. I hope. Of course, you have to adapt to a new culture, a new way of life. Belgrade is a big city, and I come from a very small city compared to Belgrade. So yeah, you have to adapt, and it's a lot of things that need to be put in place, and you know, for me to be okay, for my family to have everything they need and everything. So it took a little bit time to adapt to everything, but now I feel great, and I'm just looking forward to continue now in Red Star, and of course, like I said before, and when I came here, I want to win. I want to be champions in both the cup and the league, so we have the possibility to do that now, and we will give everything.
Have you become a little bit of a Serbian by now during these months?
Yeah, probably. I only eat Serbian food, so yeah, I order from all of these Serbian restaurants, and
what do you like to eat?
The best is shevapi, of course, with kajmak. I don't know if I say this correct, but this is my favorite. I probably eat it too much. It's probably not good for a top athlete to eat this every day almost, but I really like it. So a lot of people have been giving me good restaurants to visit in Serbia, so I will try to visit them and eat even more, So no, we are really happy here, me and my family, everybody. So we are just happy now.
You start to speak, let's say it like that, Serbian since your first day here. So can you tell me how does that looks for you? How easy it is to learn new words for you?
It's okay, It's as long as nobody writes in this Cyrillic language, it's fine to learn. I haven't learned so much more because I never expected people to be that good in English. I expected maybe that people didn't speak English that well as they did. So I've been a little bit too lazy with learning Serbian. I want to learn more, and I will eventually learn more. I promise that. So still now I just know like keywords, to say all this I've said before, like thank you and how are you and your family and everything, like stuff like this. So I will learn more. I promise. I've been a little bit lazy.
What do you use from Serbian when you come to the locker room? Do you say hi in Serbian to your teammates now?
Yes, I say either ciao, zdravo, dobar dan, dobro jutro, or it depends on if it's morning, if it's late, or what it is. So yeah, I use the Serbian words I can. If I know a word, I will use it. If I don't know it, I will maybe mix sometimes and speak a little bit Serbian and then like switch to English. But this is also a little problem, you know, because when I go to the store and I say dobar dan, and then they start, you speak Serbian, and they start speaking quick, and I say, sorry, I don't,
That's all you know.
I don't know this, but yeah, I'm trying, and I will, like I said, I will learn more.
It means you're not afraid of a mistake. Is that true?
Yeah, it's true. I'm not afraid. Everybody can see that I'm not Serbian. So so hopefully they won't laugh at me when I say something wrong.
How could you compare the Serbian culture and everything that you had in your homeland that's going on in Norway? Is there anything in between with us?
No, it's really most of the same. Is only thing I won't say I have a problem with, but I don't like with the culture is the smoking. It's the only thing I have, or else I love the Serbian culture. It's just, you know, in Norway it's not allowed to smoke anywhere, you know, and I'm not used to this, going to a restaurant or cafe, people smoking everywhere, you know, and I have my kids there and they coughing and stuff, you know. This is the only thing, but no, I really like the Serbian culture, going to cafes and you see always people at cafes and restaurants, and you know, it's a nice country and nice people, and everywhere I go, people stop me and say hello. Just today, I was in a restaurant with my family, and one from the fans, he came. Hey, I don't want to disturb you. I just want to say I'm a big fan and hope you're well and everything. And I hope you continue to score and stuff like this. And I just wish you all the best, you know. And it's really nice, you know, that people do this. In Norway, they're very shy, you know. So if they see me in Norway and know who I am, they will look at me and stuff, but not many people would dare to come and say hello and stuff like they do in Serbia. So I like that with Serbia, that the Serbian people are very open and loving in that way, that they can just come up to you and ask you something, if it's the picture or autograph or anything, you know. I don't mind. For me, you don't disturb me. If you ask me for something like this, I love it, you know. It makes me feel good, and so yeah.
Since we're speaking about Norway, can you explain to us how does it look like to live there? What are the main things there? Because when we say Norway, we think of snow, skiing, stuff like that. So how is it from your point of view?
Yeah, it's correct. It's you know, we have probably a smaller summertime than you have in Serbia and more winter time. So popular sports in Norway are skiing and skating and stuff like this. And Norwegians really like to just take a walk in the forest and watching the landscape and stuff like this. And in summertime they do the same, and going to cafes and going near where there's water, going to the beach. We have beaches almost everywhere, or some waters everywhere in Norway, you know. So it's right what you say, but summertime is really nice to go to the beach, and it doesn't get as hot as in Belgrade or in Serbia, but it gets hot enough, you know.
Not bad. It doesn't sound bad.
Yeah.
Can you tell me, are you good at skating, skiing, something like that?
Yeah, we have a saying in Norwegian that every Norwegian is born with ski on their legs, because a Norwegian will learn how to ski and skate very early. Like right after a kid starts to walk, he will start learning how to be on the ski. So if you meet a Norwegian and he tells you, no, I don't know how to ski, he's not Norwegian.
So can you tell us, how does your childhood look like? What were the things that you liked to do?
I was a really lazy child, actually. So lazy that my older sister was sure I was going to end up fat and not doing any sport when I was younger. My favorite thing to do, I came home from school, I went to the shop, I bought myself ice cream and candy, I laid on the couch and I watched children's TV. That's what I love to do. I didn't like to go out too much and stuff like this. But when I did go out, I hanged around with my friend. We played something named Police and Thief. So you have two policemen, rest is thief, and when they catch the policeman, catch the thief, you have to go in jail, and your friends can break you out. So you have to be watched, you know. And just like children games like this, we played a lot. We did it with running, and sometimes we did the same game, but with where everybody had a bike. I had roller skater, so different stuff like this. And I have a really good childhood, I remember. So where I'm from, it's a small society where everybody knows everybody. So it was nice.
So a little kid with ice cream, with candies. How did you decide to become a football player?
I had my best friend. His dad played football in Norway before, and so he was a really football lover, and also his son. So I went there one day, and it was football on TV, and he was an Arsenal fan. And it was my first game, first ever time watching football and watching Arsenal. And I remember I watched the striker there, Thierry Henry. He totally dominated this game, killed it. And after that, I was like, I want to do that too. I want to play on the TV, and I want to do what he does.
How old you were then?
I think I was 11. 12 maybe. So I was quite old. You know, you heard stories about people playing football when they were 7, 6. You know, I didn't like football when I was 7, 6. When I was 6, 7 years old, I told my mom I want to be like track runner and be in the Olympic and do like the different Olympic games, you know, triathlon and stuff like this. That's what I wanted to do. So it was actually when I watched Arsenal, I wanted to become a football player, and also I became an Arsenal fan.
But anyway, you liked sports when you were young?
Yeah, I always liked sports, always.
And did you watch after that football with your family? Did you go to your mother and maybe tell her you want to become a football player? How does it look like?
Yeah, I told her, because we had my friend, he played on a football team. I didn't play on a football team that time, so I went home. I told my mom I want to join exactly this team because my best friend played there. So I told her, yeah, I want to play football, but I didn't only play football. I didn't decide. I decided, but still I did different stuff because the problem was that football was only played in summertime. So that means that when the winter came, it was no football, you know. So what I did then to keep myself in shape or keep myself happy to do something, I played indoor hockey. So
sounds interesting.
Yes, so I played indoor hockey for a while, and I tried like handball also. I didn't like this, and my friends was also making fun of me because handball is a girl sport, they say, you know. Luckily today we don't think like this, but before everybody was thinking like, handball, why you play handball, it's for girls, you know. Play football, play basketball, play something, you know. I was like, okay, no problem, I will not play handball anymore. So I played indoor hockey and a little bit basketball and football. And then when it was time to like really be serious about something, it was no question, it was of course football. And then that was when I was like 14, 15, and I was really, really serious, like, okay, I'm only gonna do football.
Did you have we'll just see there are some fans. There,
yeah,
right?
they were waving, I just had to wave back.
Yeah, of course. We'll speak more about your childhood, but how does you feel when you go outside and everybody wants to take a photo with you, to speak to you?
You know, I'm still not like used to it, you know, because it's very strange for me, you know, that people like me, you want to take picture with me, like why? Like, why do you want to take picture with me? But no, it's nice, you know, and it makes me feel good and feel happy and feel like I'm doing something good since they want to take a picture, and also that they have the courage to come up to me and ask for pictures. I think that also shows that I show with my body language that I'm open for this stuff. because I remember when I was young and I saw Dzeko on the airport. I didn't have no guts to go and ask him for a picture, you know. I did eventually, but I was so afraid. So I was always thinking like, okay, I don't want to show that body language to other people. I want to show that, hey, if you want to come and take a picture with me, no problem, come. I'm trying. I like to think I'm a nice guy. So I always try to show this, and when they come to me, it's really nice. I feel good.
Have you always been that humble?
I don't know. I hope so. If you ask me, I would like to say, but if you ask probably somebody else, maybe they say that was the time that I wasn't so humble. But it's difficult to say. I try to be the best version of myself, but like every human being, I have my bad days, you know. So hopefully people don't think that that's the real me, because it's not. I'm trying to smile all the time. I try to be happy when I can, but like I said, I also had some bad days sometimes. So yeah.
So you were young. You decided to play football. Did you have support from your family? Did they wanted you to go to school or be something else, maybe?
No doubt. They have been supporting me all the time, no doubt. And my older brother also played football, so they just waited for me to tell them that I wanted to play football, because they really wanted me to play it, you know. And they felt like my talent was such good that I could become something, you know. For my age, when I was younger, I was faster, stronger, taller than everybody my age, you know. So they saw potential for me to become something. So they supported me from the start. They didn't pressure me or anything. They just waited for me to tell them I want to play football. And then they were there and supported me.
I know how every mother just look at her kids and say, you need to go to school, you need to study. Is that true enough? So how was it when you were young?
Yeah, they said that they wanted me to study on the side, you know, and I told them I would try my best to do this, but I want to also focus on football, because it's really hard to do both, to manage both, you know, because you're in school from 8 in the morning to 2 o'clock, or sometimes even 4 o'clock, and then after that go to training, and then you go home and you are finished, you know. So I tried. I went to school for about 6-8 months, and then I got my first team contract in Norway, and after that, since I started to make money and it was like a job and I had to train early, I didn't go to school. So I haven't finished everything, but I've finished like the main, but I haven't taken anything further, you know. Yeah.
But when you were younger, what was your favorite subject? What you liked to do in school? What you liked to do before football life? Do you remember that?
Yeah, sure. My favorite subject was actually history, and I'm still very into history. I love reading into history of wars and just all stuff like that. And that's one of my favorite subjects and what I was best in. I think I had like 5, 6 in every test when we had about history. So that's really excites me. Math, hated. The worst. Don't ask me math question, please. Nothing.
No. We have only easy questions here. So you are now in a school with you're sitting with your friends. Are you the quiet guy? Are you the nice guy? Or are you the guy who likes to make jokes? How does that look
I'm
like?
the guy, when somebody makes a joke, I laugh the loudest. You know this type? You know the type that maybe the joke wasn't that funny, but still you laugh so loud that you get in trouble, you know. So somebody make a joke and I laugh, and then the teacher, why are you making noise? And then she take me to the office, you know. Always like this, but yes, I was this guy. I wasn't the one who made most jokes and stuff, but I always, like, if it was a small joke, I always laughed the hardest. So the teacher were always getting angry at me.
So there were a few times when you got in trouble?
Yeah, for sure. I was a lot in the office because of this, but the principal in my school was a football fan.
Yeah.
So when I came to the office, he said, "Hey, here you are again." And then we started to talk about. He was a Liverpool fan and now an Arsenal fan, and so we started to talk about who's the best and stuff. It was a great principal, so it was nice.
So you were a lucky guy.
Yeah, for sure.
How much did you change since then? Since we can see you laughing all the time, I guess not much.
No, not much. Maybe a little bit. I was maybe a little bit more angry as a kid because you know I was kind of between two cultures because my dad is African and my mom is Norwegian, and you know when you're a mix of something, sometimes you don't feel like none of the side accept you. So you're like, I felt like I'm not white enough, Norwegian enough for the Norwegians, and I'm not black enough or African enough for the Africans, you know. So I was like torn between two cultures where I needed to like find myself and who I am. And this period was of course tough because I was angry and I was frustrated and stuff like this. So when you are frustrated, you let it go out on the people you love. So I was quite frustrated and angry at the time of my age. But when I finally just realized that I'm me, I don't need to be accepted, but I'm in the middle. I love the Norwegian culture, I love my Norwegian country, but I love my African culture and I love my African country as well. So I'm in between. But for me it's no problem. It's my identity. I'm the best of both worlds. And when I realized that, then I could be more happy with myself and be comfortable in my own body.
Who helped you the most during that time? Or it was you?
Yeah, practically it was me and a little bit my mom. She always been like, you know, treat people the way you want to be treated, you know, and say things to people that you want to be said about you, you know. So I try to follow that rule to this day, you know, and not say anything that I wouldn't want people to say to me, you know. So mom helped me a lot with this, yes.
What are the best things that you have from Norwegian country? What are your best African sides? Now, when you're comfortable with that, what is the best things that you have?
African side, you know, we know how to dance, and the culture there with dancing and all this. I'm a good dancer. Maybe people don't believe. Maybe you will see one day. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'm too shy. And also this African culture, you know, Africans are not shy. Norwegians are more shy. Africans are not that shy. They are very direct. So I also know how to be direct. And same Norwegian culture. Just to not much. It's you know, I grew up in Norway and I went to school there. I've lived all my life there, so people know I'm Norwegian. I played for the Norwegian national team. I've done what I need to do, and I always talk warm about Norway, you know. And I like all the things that Norwegians like going skiing and skating and all this. So, like I said, I feel like I'm the best of both worlds. I adapt cultures and attitude from both cultures, and this is the result.
And now with the chivap you have a little bit of a Serbian.
Yeah, for sure. The guys telling me now, Ben and Kangans, Ben, he told me now, yeah, also you stay here a couple of years and you take the Serbian passport also. Because Sanogo is thinking about doing it as well, so then we will have all Serbian team.
It means you feel good in Belgrade.
Yeah, no doubt. It's a beautiful city and I love the people and everything, so I'm very happy.
Are you saying that just because of the camera?
No, I wouldn't. I'm not a liar, thankfully. So no, really, I really like it here. And of course, like I said before, it takes a little bit time to adapt because it's different, and I've never been lived in a big city like this before, but it's nice.
It's going well for you?
Yeah.
Do you still have the same friends as you had when you were young?
Yes and no. I had friends my age, and it was when I went to that period where I told you about, and I remember I invited them all to come to my birthday, and nobody came. And then I realized that, okay, these are not my real friends, you know. and then I had the other group, because when I was younger I was good enough to play with the older players. So, and I gained a lot of friends from that. So I started hanging out with those guys, and then they have been my friends since this. So yeah, I had two groups, and one group stood me up, and the other group was there. So this is the guys I to this day hang out with and love and have a great relationship with.
How proud are your friends and your family of the person you became now?
I'm very proud, very proud. So every time we talk, and they post when I score and I do well here, they post everything and tell me congratulations and everything. So they're really proud.
And your family?
Yeah, even more, because my mom, she's working at a nursing home, and it's a lot of Serbians there, and all of them are Red Star fans. So, and they watch, they watch the games and they watch the news, and every time they write something about me in the news or anything, they tell my mom, oh, see, so my mom gets so proud, and they read her what it says and everything, because she can't read, of course. So they tell her everything, and she gets really excited, really proud when they speak well of me.
Does she watch your games, or maybe she's, as all the mothers, afraid that something will happen to you?
No, she watch when she can, but it's she says it's really difficult to watch games. My family watched all the games in when we had preseason, because you guys were filming, of course, and put it on YouTube, so it's easy. But it's not always, especially away games, to find anywhere to watch it. So they haven't been watching too much. They try to follow just the writing on Twitter or the Zvezda page or anything. So, but they haven't been watching too much. So I told them that, okay, then we need to fix that. You come to Belgrade, and we will put you in the stands here, and you can watch it for.
Or you can play Champions League, so it will be much easier.
Even better, even better. Yes, that's what we're fighting for. That's why also we want to be champions, because of course we want to play Champions League, and Red Star has a history of doing this before, and they have won it. So how great isn't that?
So it will be easy for you.
Yeah, for sure.
And let me introduce our fans with the things that you have kids and that you're really good with them. So how much does that role change you in your life?
Oh, a lot. I still am a little bit playful, of course, because you should never lose this. You should never be too adult. You should know how to, at least when you have kids, you should know how to joke and stuff like this. But I really have to take like responsibility and grow a little bit more, because it's a lot of stuff. You can never prepare for kids. You try to prepare as good as you can, but when they come, it's so different. Sleepless nights and all this. But it makes you stronger, and I love my kids to death, and I will give everything for them. And they also love it here. My oldest child goes to kindergarten here, and he really loves his teachers, and he has gained a lot of friends. So, like I said, we're happy.
Do you know how to get mad at your kids, or you're a nice parent?
Yeah, I know. My oldest, he knows how to push me. He knows what to do to push me, and make me a little bit angry. But I just have to be patient. He's in that age now. He's 3 years old, and in this age, they're a little bit rebels, So I try to talk to him calmly and just show him the right way to act and to express your feelings.
Can you tell me, how would you describe yourself outside of the field? We can see you when you play, and we can see all the best things about you, but who is Ohi when he's outside?
Practically the same. I like to think that I'm quite positive. I try to be positive. I try to look at things in a good way, even though it can be bad. It's not common that it's like always when you have a bad situation, it's always something good. If you manage to look at it, or find it. And I always try to find something positive in every situation. I've always been like this, because I don't feel like it's necessary to look at only the bad things, because then you will just dig yourself a hole, and it will be hard to come out of this hole. So outside the pitch, I'm quite the same. I try to be positive. I try to smile as much as possible. Be nice to people, and yeah, just be me and the person my mom also wanted me to be. And like I said, try to treat others the way I want to be treated. So it's not a good feeling to be treated bad. So I don't want to treat anybody bad.
For the end of the conversation, I like to ask what is the best thing that happened to you in life, and what was the hardest thing that you experienced until now?
Our best thing, my kids, for sure, when they were born, and especially the smallest one, because quick story, or long story short. We went to my wife knew she was pregnant. We went to the hospital, and they told her that it was no heartbeat, that the baby was dead. So we were very sad, and we were ready to go to the abortion clinic to remove the baby because he was not alive. And then when we went to the hospital 4 days later, she just said, let me make sure that it's no heartbeat. And she took the test, and she said, no, it's a heartbeat here, your baby's alive. So to see now that how healthy he is and that he's here now, it's the best thing, you know. It's a gift from God, and that's why also his name is Matthias. It means in Greek, it means God's gift. So that's the best thing in life, of course. Worst thing, probably when my grandma passed away. Right before, 1 week before I was traveling to Nigeria. So me and my brother ordered our tickets and everything, and we were ready. We talked to her on the phone and said, looking forward to see you and everything, see you in a couple of weeks, blah, blah, blah. And then 1 week before, I think it was 6 days, 5 days before we were going, my dad called me and said, your grandmother has passed away. So it was really sad. She was old, and we're lucky that she lived that long. You know, in Africa, you're not expected to live as long as she did, you know. She was almost 100 years old, so it's fantastic. But it was just sad that it happened right before we were able to see her. But she had a good life, and she lived for a long time, so of course we are thankful for that.
What are your plans for the future, and what are the things that you want in life the most?
Of course, we want to take Zvezda, if it's Champions League, Europe League, of course, Champions League will be the best. And then after that, of course, continue to do well here and perform and score goals and hopefully win a lot of titles with the fans and with the boys here. That's the big dream, and then I can retire in peace.
There are much more time until then, but you need to tell me one more thing before we finish.
Sure.
You have a nice tools. How much does they mean to you? And a little bit about your style. We speak about your hairstyle, so what are the things that you like and that describes you in this way?
Yeah, good question. I really like tattoos. This is praying hands, and with a cross, of course. It's a replica of my own hands, holding a cross. And this is the eye of God that it washes over me. This is a sign for peace, of course, though, because I think it's important to have a peace of mind, you know. To be able to see things from a positive perspective, you have to have peace in your mind. And this is a clock from where my son was born, and inside is the time he was born, my first son, and his date. And roses, everybody knows what roses means. It's for love, yeah, you know. So it means a lot, you know. And this is the first tattoo I took, and you know what it says: think positive.
How old you were when you took it?
I was 18 exactly. Because you have to be 18.
Just to check.
Yeah. So you have to be 18. So this was the first tattoo I ever took. So no, they mean a lot to me, and it's just a reminder to be thankful for what I have, and like I said, think positive.
So I'm thankful for this conversation, for the opportunity to get to know you a little bit better. I'm sure that fans are enjoying this. I don't know about you.
I hope so. I hope so. Like I said, sorry if I talk a lot. I like to explain myself, and in a good way. So hopefully you will want to listen, and it's not too long. So.
No way. And now we can do it in Serbian. I would say hvala.
Hvala.
Hvala vam najljepše, dragi gledalci Zvezda TV, što ste bili sa nama. Verujem da ste uživali. Čekamo vas i na tribinama, a naravno da tada ne vidite kanal.